Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is, I say it every morning. This is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Listen, I know I was off yesterday, but for good reason, okay? My mother came into town, and I got to see her, and it was amazing. We got to celebrate my sister Tiana from the University of Alabama. She just graduated in Tuscaloosa, and that was just it was a great, fulfilling weekend. You know, just how it is when you haven't seen family in a minute, and then you get to reconnect and get together and share stories and all these things. It was really good. So shout out to mom, shout out to sister, and all of their glory. Okay. Also, on that note, side note, if anyone is needing any recommendations for hotels to stay at in Huntsville, okay, whether you like a good staycation like myself, or you have family coming into town, you're like, okay, where can we put them? That's not in the house. The Element at Bridge Street is the place to go. This is not sponsored. This is literally me and you talking here, okay? This place is so clean, so nice. The staff is super friendly and accommodating. I have been there plenty of times, probably 3, maybe 4 stays, maybe 5. It's at Bridge Street. It is connected to the Westin. If you're familiar with the Huntsville area, it's connected to the Westin. Same company, you get the same amenities as the Westin. You can go over there, but it's just a little bit cheaper. Okay, I think the Westin, don't quote me on this, I feel like the Westin is like $400 a night or something, but the Element is not that. And again, you get the same feel. It smells the same. It looks the same. It's clean. It's great. Oh, 12 out of 10. So if you're, again, looking for somewhere to stay, the Element is definitely perfect. It is right there in Bridge Street. It's everything that you need. If you want to go shopping, if you want to go downstairs, get you a little pretzel from the pretzel maker, or get you a cookie from Great American Cookie, agave and rice right there. Just so many different things. Another thing that's there is the movie theater. And that segues into my next topic, people. Let me tell you, hold please. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Yes. Now listen, I saw Sinners on Sunday morning at Cinemark. Wow, this film was a whole 12 out of 10. Ryan Coogler, he's the writer and director of the film. He has an extensive, amazing resume. Please go check him out if you don't know who he is. Just Google him and do the research. But one thing you can say about his films, there's so many elements, and it's just so rich and deep and juicy. You cannot just see it one time. You have to see it a smooth 3 times. You know what I mean? Just to catch all of the elements, because it's a lot in 2 hours. It's a lot in 2 hours. And I was telling a friend of mine, the color grading of this film made me drool. I like on the technical side, the film itself, like the acting was amazing, the songs and everything was made, but the technical side, that color grading had me captivated from start to finish. And also, again, like I said, the acting was on point, and I've been watching the scenes and footage from the press tour and just hearing about the process of filming the film. And Michael B. Jordan, let me tell you something, this man needs an award, maybe 3, I'm just saying. So as I'm watching these behind the scenes, not that I'm on a whole rant, sorry, behind the scenes, Ryan Coogler was explaining how Michael had to wear a halo around his head because, okay, if you don't know the concept, this movie is about a set of twins. They're like gangster twins from back in the day, okay? Gangster twins, they come back to Mississippi, I forget the name of the town, and they're trying to create a space for black people, like a juke joint for them to just enjoy themselves and celebrate their community. But then things make a sharp left and vampires are involved. And you might be thinking, how are the two connected? That's the beauty of Ryan Coogler. How do you connect the 2 things and make a film like this? This man needs an award, I'm just saying. Between Miles Clayton, he's a star, okay? He's a background singer for Her, and this was like his debut film. This was his first acting gig ever, and he played Sammy, and that man ate down. Oh, it was so good. And again, the concept of the movie alone is just iconic, and I could talk about that for another 5 minutes, but we've got things to do here for Talking TVL, and that is enough of my ranting. But stay tuned for after the break to hear who is going to be on the show today. Okay, welcome back. Like I said, just a quick minute, nothing too crazy. So first up on the docket, we have the lovely Maggie Lambo. I hope I'm saying her last name right, but she is a kind of like a fashion influencer girly from the Huntsville area or the North Alabama area. And today she is here to talk about last night's Met Gala looks, okay? This year's theme is called Superfined Tailoring Black Style, and it explores the history and the significance of Black dandyism, a movement that uses sartorial style to express individuality and challenge societal norms. It also examines how the Black communities used fashion as a form of resistance and self-expression throughout history. So super cool concept. And I remember when they dropped the theme of this, if it was a month ago, it was like last year. I don't know, time is just of the essence to me, but I don't even know, it's just a concept. But when I heard that, I was like, ooh, I'm so excited to see how they pull these looks off. And ladies and gentlemen, the looks ate down. And specifically, there were 3 looks that had me gagged. Okay, and I'm gonna show them to you. Let me pull up Google really quickly. Hold please, hold please. Okay, let's cue that up. Okay, lovely, here we go. First and foremost, Savannah James. If you do not know who this lovely woman is, she is the wife of the iconic, legendary LeBron James. And this was her look from last night. I wish I could like zoom in. I don't know. I feel like if I zoom in, I'm going to open an article. But of course, I mean, you can literally Google Savannah James Met Gala 2025 look. This was, I was not expecting this. And maybe I'm late to the party when it comes to Savannah James in general and in cahoots with the Met Gala. I've never really seen her at the Met Gala, and again, please don't crucify me or anything if she's like one of the iconic people. You know, like who you think Met Gala, when you always hear, when you hear Met Gala, you always know Zendaya, she's coming, and she's coming to slay the day. You know, Rihanna, we're looking for that, and Tiana Taylor's another person, and Janelle Monáe, amongst other people. But you know, like, again, you hear the words Met Gala and you're thinking of certain people like, ooh, these are looks I'm looking for. I'm just saying I never thought about Savannah. That's all I'm saying, and I'm telling you right now, after this year, I will be all eyes on her. This, ooh, it was so pretty, the hair, the makeup, the outfit was great. Also, Janelle Monáe. She is iconic. Every year, we know when we hear Janelle Monáe, we think Met Gala, and we know she's going to slay the day away. This was just, I don't know if this was like a one big blazer or a dress of some sort, because I didn't quite watch the red carpet, so for her to explain kind of what the look was, but oh, it was amazing. Also, Tiana Taylor, this look was phenomenal. 12 out of 10 would recommend, and that's just my opinions on the fact of the matter. Please watch at 11:15 today to get Maggie's interpretation of these Met Gala looks. I believe she's going to be talking, if not about 2 to 3, maybe 4 looks. I'm not quite sure, but stick around again at 11:15 to hear her personal opinions on how last night went and all of the things. Okay, we have 2 more guests. Melissa and Matthew from the Dirty Rain Revelers are in studio today ahead of the Cottage Shore Festival happening this Saturday in the Shoals. So stick around to hear a performance from them and just more details about the Cottage Shore Festival happening this weekend. And then last but not least, our friends from Fantasy Playhouse are here to perform a scene from A Wrinkle in Time. They have the show starting, I think it's this weekend, maybe. I don't know if it starts on May 8th or the 9th, but again, this is why we watch the show, and they'll be on around 11:45, okay? And you will get the details first and in hand straight from the directors themselves, so make sure you are watching the show to hear all about that. And every time they come on, they know I love them. It is a mutual love and respect when it comes to Fantasy Playhouse in my book. I love them so much. I would love to work with them one day, just just behind the scenes, or maybe even in a show. Who knows? You might see me. We'll see how that goes. But again, they're coming to perform A Wrinkle in Time, and they've got 3 actors, and it's going to be such a fun show day. And I hope you all enjoy. And yeah, we'll be great. It'll be amazing. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. It is 10:11, so you've got some time. What, 51 minutes, if I do my math correctly, or 49? I don't quite know. Math is just hard for me. But anyways, around 10:30 today, you're going to hear from our meteorologist. It's either Eric or Jeff, and they're going to give you an update on the weather via your live stream. I know they do the I think it's called the Fastcast, the weather extra, first alert, or 48 first alert weather extra. But anyways, just an update on what the weather's looking like today, what you can expect throughout the week. And I say this, or I try to at least, I just love how this is a thing now where they are going live on our platforms because you get an opportunity to talk to them. I don't say face to face, but in the comments. And as opposed to, you know, how on your cable TV, you can't talk to the TV and they respond, right? But here on the live stream, you can comment. They've got their comments pulled up right over here, and it's just a conversation, and it's super cool. It's very personable, very casual, and very needed. So make sure you tune in at 10:30 to hear from them. And then, of course, at 11, a brand new episode of Tennessee Valley Living is happening right here. Don't go anywhere. Stick around, and we will see you tomorrow.